I can say I want to speak a few words about immunizations, whooping cough, and everything else, but
we want to hear that first.
That's not what I'm here. My other vacation is taking care of Ahavas Tzedakah. My wife's been involved with Ahavas Tzedakah for over 28 years, and it's overwhelming for her. We get calls every single day at home on people who really can't afford basic necessities, whether it's food, clothing, shoes, hats, everything. We're to the point where now we're helping 800 families. You know, there's so many good organizations in Lakewood, Ahavas, and so many other organizations, but we deal with the clothes and food and basic necessities that people need. What we do is we get a list of names of 800 families that need it. We give certificates, give them gift certificates to use in only local stores, in the front stores, and this way those gift certificates are used for local businesses, whether it's Rolls or Central Town or any other local store. And this way the local stores get the income and get the money, and it all stays in our community. All right. But unfortunately, the need is great, and the bills and debts are outstanding. We now still owe about $60,000 from the last campaign, which is the Sukkot campaign, and now we're going to have the Pesach campaign soon, and we're having also another some event in next month to try to raise money. So we're trying to raise as much money as possible to help these families, but every day more and more people call is ready to come and keep up. We started with only maybe 60, 80 families 25 years ago, and now we're 800. So the event coming up is going to cost $30,000, and the $60,000 is owed for the last different stores, for the clothes and basic necessity people had, and then we'll start the campaign again. So we're looking for donations, any amount you can. I'm sorry to really interfere with that. I really am very uncomfortable talking about this. I've already talked about immunizations, otitis media, and everything else. It's much easier for me to talk about. This is not so easy. I certainly don't like asking people for money, but that's just not for me. It's for the people in our Lakewood, in our community, and it stays in Lakewood. We have no overhead, we have no expenses that we pay for. Everything is from my pocket. So we really have no one really on salary to pay, and all the money goes only to Tzedakah, Ahavas Tzedakah, no place else. There are no other expenses. So I want to pass around. First I want to just show you a few letters that people wrote. You can just pass around thanking our organizations. Many of us sponsor opportunities for the coming events. And any amount you may want to give would be very much appreciated. And we appreciate every dollar that comes in. We take advantage of every single dollar. Every dollar goes to work and goes to the coupons for families to pay for basic necessities. And basically that's all I have to say. It's better to keep it short and to the point. And this way, anything you can offer, any amount, would be very much appreciated. I thank you very much for coming. It's a sudden onset of severe coughing where the child starts having a cough and they have spasms of coughing where they turn blue, they can't catch their breath, they really vomit afterwards. It's worse at night, and every day it progresses and it gets worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, it's a very high mortality rate. And just now we've seen two of our patients in our community in the hospital in the ICU. Actually, one was discharged, I think, yesterday, and the other one is on life support and is not doing very well at all with whooping cough. One is 6 weeks of age, who didn't have a chance to get any whooping cough shots, and the other one is 7 months of age, who haven't gotten any shots yet. So people who are immunized have a 5% chance of really catching it and a 95% chance that they'll be protected. So immunizations are very helpful, not 100%, but 95%. So even if your children are immunized, we still don't want them to be exposed to whooping cough or any other thing like measles or mumps. And the people who are not immunized are the ones who are spreading it around.
How long does it take immunization? Like if somebody decides to go today, as soon as you get the shot, you're immunized?
It takes 2 weeks for full immunity, but it starts right away. Every day the protection increases for the 2 weeks.
Cell phone towers wasn't a problem.
No, that's what we thought it did, but no. We had a nuclear physicist from the University of Pennsylvania, myself, BMG, and Sons of Israel. Rabbi Tendler, we were all involved with that, and we hired a physicist who came to show us that really the energy levels produced by the cell phone tower, but really it's not much more than microwaves and other types of random radiation, and they found it not to be safe. Initially I was on a campaign.
Not to be safe?
No, to be safe, I'm sorry, to be safe. To be safe. Initially I felt it was dangerous, and we had all these little articles that said maybe it's dangerous, it may not be safe, and you shouldn't leave the cell phone tower. But now studies have shown that it really is safe.
So the value of the home shouldn't be affected by its proximity to the house.
This is a realtor's office.
It's a value of the home. Medically, no, but in reality it is.
Why?
But I don't know, people are still nervous about it, no matter what anyone says.
But Dr. Shanik is not nervous.
I'm not nervous, no.
That's what we needed to hear.
But if my child wanted to buy a house near a cell phone tower, went to Imperial Realty or any other local realty firm, wanted to buy a house near the cell phone tower, I would say to them, medically there's no problem. But you may have problems if you ever want to sell the house. People still get nervous. It's something that's miles away.
Okay, that would stop.
Connection wires, electric wire, same
thing.
thing. Cell phone towers don't cause ear infections. That's
Cell phones.
No, but it affects the aesthetic view.
okay, we got that out of the way.
This is the first time I heard it from my mom's enjoyed. This was worth it.
Was worth it.
This was worth it.
Is there any danger?
I'll put the advertisement.
Dr. Shanik, is there any danger of having a microwave at home?
No.
Even if,
What about a cell phone? You know, no, who knows what they're going to show? Fine, years and years from now. But I think not.
no problem.
I mean, people don't stand for the microwave the whole time.
Is there any point in that moving away?
But how many days of cell phones are cell phones? Yes. I don't know, studies now have shown that it really does maybe increase incidence of brain tumors. Now there's studies showing that may not be the case. I guess best not to spend the whole day on a cell phone. Or maybe a speakerphone, just to be on the safe side. But everything, what about the water? You shouldn't drink the cold water in the tap is fine, but you should never use the hot water in the tap to cook. Because there may be lead in the pipes on the ground. So they always say when you use water from the tap, the first 30 seconds, run it first before you use it at the beginning of the day. And never heat up vegetables or cook with hot water from the tap, only use the cold water. Because hot water sometimes leaches out the lead from the pipes.
But the pipes, the water only gets hot once it comes into the house. The water in the house is not lead. The pipes in the house not lead.
So maybe the water in the pipe, well,
Also, the new
it doesn't
construction doesn't have a
even
problem.
I guess you're right, I never thought about that. It doesn't come from the street, heat it up. It's heated up in the... So even so, what about the pipes in your house? Who knows if
They
they're
usually
in
not.
the
Now they usually
Actually,
not.
no, the main problem, the house was built before 1976.
Right, so that's
After 76, I don't get worried about it.
Dr. Shanik, there are studies now that eating eggs doesn't raise your cholesterol. Anything that raises the good cholesterol.
It may raise the good cholesterol, also raises the bad cholesterol too. So I mean, I know people saying that I think if you have to eat the egg, eat the white of the egg, not the yellow. The yellow is high in cholesterol. I don't know.
Percentage-wise, the better cholesterol, so your ratio goes up much better.
The higher the HDL, the better.
Finally could ask this.
The HDL is the good cholesterol. That's still controversial. It's still, I mean, best I wouldn't have scrambled eggs every day, have 2 eggs, sunny side over every day. And I try to watch it less on it.
Yeah.